phones ringing and people wanting to get our contact details. So that's what we're here for, is to give out community information, and it's great to have such a wonderful response. And this morning, also in the studio, I have with me another dear friend, Leanne Peard. Good morning to you, Leanne.
Good morning, Sarah.
There's a lot of energy out here, isn't there?
This is full on.
So, and you're going to give us a little... You've just recently relaunched a webpage of yours, Absolute Wisdom. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, yes. So Absolute Wisdom started in 2009, and for a number of reasons, and I think a lot of it is to do with the fact that I wasn't ready. I've just recently relaunched it 2 weeks ago on my birthday. So Absolute Wisdom came about because I believe that we need to be absolutely clear on where we're going in our life, hence the word absolute. And we all have knowledge, but sometimes we don't know how to turn that knowledge into action. So once you turn the knowledge into action, it becomes wisdom, so absolute wisdom for women. And
I've had a look at your website. It covers a lot of information. Essential. I was intrigued about the essential oils. I've whacked on some patchouli this morning. I love patchouli. Mm-hmm. But there are so many different ways that we can look at how we can fulfill ourselves, I guess. And tell us more a little bit about the personal development page that you have on there.
All right, yes, that's true. So there are a lot of tools that we can use to assist us when we're growing. Yeah. I believe we're either growing or we're dying. So, well, it's like a plant. We're alive, aren't we?
I don't like the dying bit so much, but anyway.
Well, yeah, okay.
It's true.
There's oils for that too. So where were we? The personal development. So yes, it's about if you imagine an onion and taking the layers off and discovering who you are, and like we were talking recently about putting that magic back into your life so you don't feel like you live in a box and you go to work in a box and you turn up at work and you're inside a box. So it's really about discovering who you are, your passion, your purpose in life, and living it, creating your life.
So with the website, that's been designed to connect with people in what way? How does it work, or how are you aiming to get to people through your website?
Okay, so initially there's a free 5 Steps to Success course that they can sign up for, but it'll be an online personal development training portal. So what I mean by that, people might just need to do some information or some work on self-esteem, so they can do an online course on self-esteem, or they could join the membership site and get access to everything: life management, personal development, assertiveness, leadership skills, information on essential oils and how they actually untap the emotions as well.
With the very beginning, you mentioned the 5 steps to success.
Yes.
What are the 5 steps to success? Because this is free on your website, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, just give us a little taste of what those you've introducing as the 5 steps to success.
Okay, they're very, very easy. Everything is energy. Now, if we look at the scientific side of things, everything is energy vibrating, okay? So the first step is to tap into your own energy, your own power, I suppose, and get your energy working. So I'm not a personal trainer, but I give you steps on how to actually get your body vibrating and the blood circulating so that you are an abundance of energy, so that you can be bouncing off the walls, as they say. The next step is about tapping into your relationships. Like, we all have relationships. We have relationships with self, relationships with family, friends, and that can create so many different paradigms within ourselves. So understanding how to best work with relationships. The next step is the power. So tapping into our own personal power, and I'm not talking power as in status. I'm talking about our personal power, where we can create the life of our dreams. Yeah. Next is our passion. What are we passionate about? We all have a gift, I believe, that we can give to people and share with people. So what is that passion and that gift that we can share? Then I go into the purpose. So why are we here? You know, and if we do have a passion that we're extremely passionate about, why not turn that into an income? Make that, live your passion through your purpose. And I think that's 5, isn't it?
I think it is.
Oh,
I think
cool.
It is. Someone will ring in if it's not.
Okay. Yeah.
And what's your passion?
My passion is to empower and inspire women all throughout the world. That is my passion. Yes.
And I think you do that, Leanne.
Thank you.
I really do, because you have an amazingly vibrant energy. that and you're very giving, and with all the things, I was looking through the website and everything that you've got connected, and everything is about opening up and sharing, I guess, and through the sharing of the knowledge and the wisdom is how you empower.
Absolutely, and that's my purpose.
So for anyone who could be interested in looking at your website, they just log on to, what are the details for the log on site?
Absolutewisdom.com.au, and then on the right-hand side it says sign up for the 5 steps to success, and they'll get those over a period of a few weeks. You can't give them all to them in one go because it's a bit overbearing.
And there are certain tasks that they need to follow through?
Absolutely, yes.
And is it a personal training with you as far as, or is it an online sort of training? How does that work?
Well, it's with me online, so they'll get to see me on video as I talk them through the steps and then give them tasks that they can do and come back and report to me.
So is it a bit like doing webinars over the website in a way?
Except for there's no time schedule, so they can use these tools at their own pace.
And how long do the little videos run for of yourself, as far as, do they need to allocate a lot of time, or is this something that people can do intermittently? Or
Absolutely. Intermittently, they like the first one, energy, I think it runs for about 10, 12 minutes, but then there's steps, tasks that they need to do after that.
Yeah.
So, they could do the energy one this week, and then maybe they'll do the purpose one at the end of the week, or maybe they'll do the whole lot in 5 or 6 hours if they're like me and need to get all that knowledge and turn it into wisdom.
So 5 or 6 hours?
Oh, they could, and not including the tasks. Like some of the tasks are to get motivated and get energised and walk, and things like that. They're not going to do that in one sitting, but they'll get the idea and the concept.
Yeah. And it's all, so you can pick it up as you go along. It's something you can, because time is the biggest problem that most people have.
Absolutely.
And also, I think, devoting themselves. So it's really, they need to love themselves and take some care and have a look, don't they?
And create some magic in their life.
Yeah, so that they can actually get some changes happening.
Very much so.
Well, thank you. Is there anything else that you wanted to share with us this morning, Leanne?
I just think, no, that's probably it. Just live abundantly and live from your passion. Tap into that personal power and go forth, and don't be scared. Jump off the cliff.
I was listening to the radio yesterday, and there was they were talking about a lady, I think she's an opera singer, and one thing she said that she's always taken risks, I guess. And I thought that was interesting coming from an opera singer. I don't know why, and I thought that's the key. I think you've got to take risks. So
thank you.
Okay, well, here we go. Thanks so much for coming in this morning, Leanne. Much appreciated.